intense all operations across the country, whether they happen in McKinney, they happen in Bo, Kaina. He is supposed to be on the move because he has to be thoroughly briefed because he provides strategic direction for all these operations. And he's been here with us every other time we call him. He's willing to come because he knows it is his own responsibility to speak to the public through requests. So let me introduce AIG Amadou Mana to take us through, and you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, I think I'll use this mic. Thank you, and my able superintendent, Conte, for organizing this press briefing. I think one thing we have achieved is it is no longer restricted to Freetown. I've always yearned to see our colleagues, and in future it should be the regional commanders themselves to give us updates on what is happening within their own regions. Because if we limit ourselves to Freetown, then our press conference is not the SLP press conference, it is Freetown Police press conference. And I thank you very much for making sure our colleagues in the provinces are also joined up. In future, we would want to see the regional crime officers, the regional operations officers seated with their regional commanders, so that if questions are asked, if the regional commander cannot give a comprehensive answer, then I think we would have answers from our colleagues that will be by the regional operations officer or the regional crime officers that would be of faith with whatever issues are going on within the regions. And I want to thank you all. Hilary, you are welcome. The Deputy Regional Commander of the Southern Region. I think this is the first time we have somebody as a commissioner going into the regions as a deputy commander in the person of a woman.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Today's press conference will take a different tone. I would I will brief, and then later on I will ask our colleagues in the regions, especially the regional commanders, to brief as well. And then later on we'll ask our colleagues in Freetown, the CID, the operations officer of the CID, if the AIG in charge of crime services was also seated, he would also give his updates, and then we'll ask the questions. In the absence of some of those things, I will give my briefing now, and then we would ask some of our colleagues in the provinces to give their briefing. Thank you very much. For the last 1 week, I think we have had a very peaceful city, but we would want to tell you that for quite some time we've been telling you about Operation Restore Order, and it will interest you to know that in the last 2 weeks we have been embarking on clearing the right-of-way along the Regent Grafton Road. For those of you who are using those roads, you will agree with me that a lot has been done. Most of the makeshift structures along the road has been removed, and some of the structures that are coming up have been stopped. And we would ask, we'll have to continue these operations, probably with the intervention of SLRA at any one time, so that a lot more structures, those that are obstructing, that are within the right-of-ways, will be destroyed, and we'll have a very fine view of our roads. It is not known for some of you, but when we are growing up, and when I was a police officer, a young police officer, along Kisi Road, there is a house there now. There was a palm body. A vehicle came into that, ran into that building, killed people inside. Saw that one with our eyes. Severally it has happened, especially for those seated along those roads. The right-of-way are given so that people will be saved, but instead people are making them any 1 inch of land that is seen in Freetown would be converted into a shop or a store to sell things. This will make our place very, very, very ugly to see. Go to the. I always talk about the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. You go there, you put until today, then they go cut. You put it tomorrow, they will destroy it tomorrow. But today, when we want to destroy this, hey, man, we want to himself, possible, with this. And this is making us not to succeed. At any one time, we would have interventions from people that would, that supposedly we would expect them to side with us. Instead, they will take the opposite side to be begging on behalf of wrongdoers. Equally like our the Okada operations. You realize that you don't see the FPUs any longer. That is those that were wearing the OSD uniform. They are no longer in the streets. You will agree with me. The people you now see are those that are wearing general duty uniform. And I assure you, they are more effective than those that you used to see. There is no day that those guys will not bring up to 10, 15, 20 motorcycles. But still, people continue going. I think we need to change the law. When we catch you, we crush it. We'll ask the lawmakers, probably they will assist us in that. If we catch them, we crush them. This happens in Nigeria, in America, and other countries. The sooner that is done, they don't crush you by one. The second one, you know, go make them crush them again. Nobody know who can. But when they make and you go and give them 500,000 and say, okay, released. We thought that should be a deterrent, but instead it is encouraging people to come the more. So that is one. The next thing is the recovery of rifles, so call them pistols, firearms in general. We have recovered a lot of firearms. At Lungi airports, people bringing in firearms without the requisite documents, and all of these firearms have been impounded, and the people investigated. It has happened once, even last week, there was another report of those firearms, and they are all with the CID. Only yesterday again, another firearm, around this time, an AK-47 was recovered in the east of Freetown, and it was sent to. This was in an old building. They were trying to demolish the building, and I think they now discovered this AK-47 and its bullets within the ceiling. People were nice enough to inform the police, and they took it to the police. They are now with the CID, and investigations are ongoing. The security of Freetown. Very shortly, since last night, we have increased the posture of security in Freetown along our various checkpoints, and you will see us patrolling with the military along the streets of Freetown. And this should be expected to go on for the rest of the year. This is to keep you people very, very safe. Our intention is to make Freetown very, very safe, not only Freetown, because this has to be cascaded to the regional headquarters as well. It will help in all maintaining and really dealing with our crime issues, robberies, etc., etc. Recently, you heard of our robberies. I know in the last two press conferences, Mr. Faya Selu would have told you about the robbery incidents we had in Kisi and in Bo. And unfortunately, these people went to Kono. Unfortunately, they were arrested in Kono. The same robbers moved from Freetown to Bo, and this time they killed people. They killed 2 people in Freetown. The one was killed before they went to Bo, and they went to Bo. They killed one man, another man. The details will be given by the crime people, and they shot another one in the hand. And then, when they knew that we were chasing them, the more they had to leave for for Connaught. And unfortunately, they were nipped in Connaught last week, and they've been charged. They have appeared caught in Freetown, in Connaught, and they are now in Bow. We want the same group to be in Freetown again, so that they will be charged for the various offences, because all three instances, events, have been linked up. That it is the same people, same modus operandi that has been going on. Same people, same modes of operations, and we have been able to catch them. There are two that have jumped the loop, but we are looking for them, and I'll show you by the next press conference, we should be able to give you some more information. Yes, illegal minings and logging in the country. For those of you who go up to provinces, you will see that most of our river bodies, the major bodies, the main rivers, Sewa, Taya, are all very milky. This is because of siltation. There is movement of washing of. I think we will discuss this issue. It is still going on, and I want to commend the regional commander of McKinney of Northeast, Mr. Gabriel Tommy. He has done so much in curbing those illegal mining, call it for gold, for diamond, and the illegal logging that is going on in parts of that of his region. We want the same. Bo has done some bits last week, together with the mineral agencies. They were able to conduct some operations uh, within the rivers, and have been able to arrest some people. These people, the regional commander or his deputy or whoever is there, should be able to give some information on that today. So these and many more you will hear from our various commanders and our various the ops officer and his team, the regional Freetown West and Freetown East, and all of our regions. So today, I think we have to limit people in terms of giving them some limited times to give. Otherwise, if we open it unended, then we will have to stay here up to 6 o'clock. I want to thank you all for listening, and I will refer you again to the media one for our other colleagues to give updates. Thank you very much.
We want to give preference to the regions. So we want to start with the AIG campaign from the Eastern region.
Which is trying to at least to monitor our numerous porous border in part of the country. There is no COVID cases reported in this region so far, as I'm incidents of crime occurring in the region. For more, I have to highlight on the
members of the first estate. The newly transferred Commissioner of Police from the Kisi Police Division to Regional Command South. I only took over today as the Regional Commander for South Region. For now, the entire South Region at the reporting time is relatively quiet with no serious reports. Day and night patrols are in progress in all the 7 police divisions. Joint SFP, RSLF, border patrols at the Mano River Division are also ongoing. However, there are few major incidents under investigation, such as the arrest of one Chekuba Conte with 26 bags of suspected extra copper cables at Toyota Garage along Mboima Road in Bo. And this took place on the 1st of February 2022. Extra engineer has already identified the said stolen copper cables as their property. Suspect is now being transferred to the CID headquarters, Freetown, for further investigations, together with all uh, exhibits. And also the armed robbery murder incident in Bo, which occurred on 13th and 14th January 2022. Three suspects were arrested in Kono in relation to this murder incident. On Thursday, 3rd February, on Thursday, 3rd February, an identification parade was identified, is not identified by any of the victims. Case under investigation. Again, on today's date, 3rd February 2022, operations team from the Eastern Division arrested one Abu Alex Yambasu of Tinkonko village with a shotgun. Is presently under investigation. The region remains calm and quiet due to robust mechanism put in place. And I continue monitoring the situation and familiarize myself with the local unit commanders since I'm just new in the region. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. I am Chief Inspector Abdulrahman Sanko, Head of Media and Public Relations for the Northeast region. General security situation for Northeast. The general security situation for the Northeast region is relatively calm and quiet. Joint SLP to ASLAF patrols at the borders and in Makeni City are ongoing, including monitoring of third wave of COVID-19 precautionary measures. However, some major incidences occurred along the way. On Thursday, 27 January 2022, a combined team of personnel from regional headquarters and Mabuaka Division, headed by ASP Augustine Kabu, the regional operations officer, conducted a raid on illicit miners in the Pampana River near Magbere village, targeting Childom in the Tonkolili district. During the raid, a total of 5 dredges and 10 power tiller machines attached to the miners were destroyed by bombing. 3 Sierra Leoneans were arrested as suspects. 6 motorbikes and a power tiller were brought in as exhibits at the regional crime office in Makeni. Investigation of that matter is in speedy progress. In the early hours of 31st January 2022, the corpse of a motorbike rider, Harry Kanu, aka Junior, was found along Contest Street in Makeni with stab wounds. He was alleged to have been murdered by robbers and his motorbike taken away. The remains of the late Harry was conveyed to the Makeni government referral hospital, where post-mortem examination was conducted and the body handed over to relatives for burial. He has already been buried. 2 alleged motorbike riders who attempted to burn down a house in relation for the murder were arrested and have been charged to court. Investigation into the matter continues at Makeni Police Station. On 26 September 2021, JAM, a humanitarian NGO sponsoring school feeding program in some schools in Tokolili district, reported to the regional steering office a case of stop-breaking and larceny, which was investigated by the regional crime office in Makeni. During the course of the investigation, a number of properties belonging to the organization were retrieved at different locations fearless and bold. As a humanitarian organization that does not want to see itself sending people to jail, country director for the organization, CAN, officially wrote to the police expressing non-interest in going further with the matter, and therefore requested for the retrieved items to be handed over to them. Therefore, on the 31st of January 2022, the said items, amongst which were 9 motorbikes, 12 gasoline generators, 21 tarpaulins, 4 truck tires, 2 people batteries, 2 desktop computers, 1 laser jet, a pin printer, 398 jam customized feeding bowls were handed over to the country director on behalf of the company. This was done in the presence of the press, SLBC in McKinney and other media houses. Northeast region, as at now, we continue to engage with the media in informing members of the public and educate them on crime prevention and how to cooperate with the Sierra police in the fight against crime. We are mounting checkpoints from 12 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. at strategic locations in McKinney and across the Northeast region on a stop and shut basis in order to detect and apprehend potential offenders. It is a non-harassing checkpoint, and personnel are being cautioned on professionalism or how they go about handling the checkpoints. For now, this region is relatively calm and quiet. Thank you all.
The chairman is going to continue with the rest of the.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much. I will now call on Freeton West to give his updates. It's okay.
Good afternoon, Director
It's going through.
Operations, Fourth Estate. For Freetown West region, the region remains calm and quiet with few incidents that I will report you. The 31st of January, we received a report at the U building that the housing section and permit office, including NRA office, was broken into at U building, and the matter is under investigation by the Central CID. We also received another report from Godrich regarding one Yusuf Ubasi. Father went there, Mustafa Kanon reported on his behalf that he was assaulted by one mockery of the same area. He collapsed and was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. And the suspect mockery is with us while his body has been taken for post-mortem examination. The investigation is ongoing. Also, on the 29th, we also received another report from SIA that his brother was attacked and robbed by a group of unknown people. Mobile phone and other articles were taken from them. Also, we also received a report of a crash at Indian Temple, where a black priest ran into a Benz Sprinter van having knocked down 2 women. After the crash, the area youths turned out to be a mob. They wanted to burn down the vehicles. But with the quick response of Congo Cross Lungi and the OSD, they were able to put the situation under control. And what I want to point out here is the amount of mob justice which is going on. I think we need to educate the public that mob justice is not a justice. It's no justice at all. Because it can be me, it can be you who will be driving. And if an Okada hits your vehicle and drop down, you will be dealt with by the mob. So we need to prevent that one. Also, on the 28th of January, Awajara of Churchyard, along the beach off Wilkins Road, Freetown, he reported that he discovered a younger brother, Saidi Saru Jawara, aged 34 years, took some substance, some water from a fridge, which he drank, and 4 days later, he died. They are suspecting the water to be poison. That matter is under investigation. We are waiting on the postmortem examination. And like the director of operations said, he's been patrolling the inside road, Ijuwe, Regent Road, and we've been weeding it off those who are encroaching on the right of way. We've been taking off those makeshift structures, and we are working out with SLRA to remove the permanent structures. Also, we continue to support the court beliefs, and on yesterday, there was another operation at the Hillcourt Road where we removed 2 makeshift structures and a tire and mechanic machine. We took them to Central where they are being investigated. So for the patrols, like I earlier mentioned, the police are now patrolling with the military at night. They are patrolling the length and breadth of the city. Freetown is replicating the same, and we are doing the same at the west. For yesterday patrol, all areas were calm and quiet, nothing serious to report on. But I want to send a message that we've noticed people are using unlicensed vehicle to process when they have marriage processions or they want to do advertisement. They will hire this unlicensed vehicle. They are liable to be arrested. So I suggest the press make it known to the car dealers not to give out these cars for this possession. Thank you very much.
Those very explicit explanations, and I know the city has been very, very quiet, especially the west, where we have recorded no robberies. I think all we need to do is to put some more attention on the beach, where we have just opened our new edifice. For those of you who haven't seen our beach police station, it's one of the best, and it was built by the police themselves, the police technicians. It's very beautiful, and I think they are doing a very wonderful job there. So can I call on the operations officer, Mr. Francis Levy, for his updates? Thank you, Mr. Levy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Director of Operations, Regional Commander Freetown West, Media 1 and 2, respectively, colleague officers, First Estate. Welcome to our user press briefing I have only three cases of importance, among others, that were other investigations over the weekends at the CID headquarters. I start from the rear. That on Saturday, 22nd January 2022, the homicide unit of the Criminal Investigation Department, headquarters Panema Road, FIREARMS, received a transfer case and inquiry file from Cambia Police Station for an alleged case of murder involving Corporal 18177706 Kande. In the report stated that in the transfer case and inquiry file, acting upon the information received by the station sergeant PC 14950 Kamara of Kambia Police Station, that on Tuesday 18 January 2020, about 2200 hours, at Asmana Street, Kambia, 2 checkpoints, Corporal 18177706 Corporal Albert Kande of 11th Infantry Battalion, Kambia District, who is also attached to the residence of the Sierra Leone Ambassador of the Republic of Guinea, discharged firearm AK-47 rifle and killed Marie Bangura, age 58, of the same Asmana Street, Kambia, 2 checkpoints. The matter is under investigation. The other report of murder on Wednesday, the 26th January 2022, the homicide unit of the Criminal Investigation Department, CID headquarters, FIREARMS, received a transfer case from Losal Police Station, for block of district, for an alleged case of murder, accompanying with an exhibit of stainless steel scissors, one yellow windbreaker with blood stain, 2 knives, 1 dagger, and one cross-color long pair trousers with blood stain. The report stated that Amara Kamara and Isa Sisi, both of Uru-Teli village, Rumede Kingdom, Kodloko district, assisted by the officer commanding the Bomsama police station post, Sub-Inspector Angura, arrested and brought in one Mohammed Kamara alias Metis of Utaren village, together with one unregistered TVS motorbike, and reported that on Friday, 21st January 2022, at about 20:30 hours, in a farm at Rotarin village, the latter was suspected to have murdered one Alpha Sankor of number 2 Thomas Street, Allen Town, FIREARMS, who was believed to have been the owner of the above stated motorbike. Postmortem has been conducted, and in the postmortem, I will just brief. Alpha Sankor, 26 years old. The results said multiple blunt force, fractured, injury of head, neck, chest, face, and left lower limb, severe physical assault with cutlass wound, fracture skull, dislocation fracture of the lower vertebrae, and severe hemorrhage, etc., etc. This was the postmortem result from Dr. Oris. The last report of alleged fraud, conspiracy to defraud. On Wednesday, the 26th January 2022, at about 10:56 hours, in the Western Rural Area District Council, Waterloo, the chief administrator of the said council, in the person of Mr. Rahman Tom Farmer, reported on behalf of the council that between the year 2018 to 2021. The Council awarded contracts to service providers, namely Sardine Enterprise, Sigma Ventures Limited, and New Generation Solution, all of the FIREARMS for the collection of property stroke house rates in the Western Area Rural Districts to the total sum of 4,300,000,000, out of which the latter cannot account for the sum of 3,730,000,000. The matter is under investigation. Statement has been obtained from the Chief Administrator and the Violation Officer. The Chief Administrator submitted relevant documents, contract agreement receipts, specimen, etc. to help the investigation. Correspondences has been sent to the three service providers for them to report for statement, which they promised to do so. The matter is under investigation. These are the three sensitive reports among the others.
Oh, thank Francis Levy. And I think this tells us that violence is slightly on the increase. Because when it is murder, meaning some more people are being killed by others. This is the first man, if you all can understand, was killed because of his motorcycle. It happened in, I think it's 91. And then the other happened in McKinney as well. The man that was found dead and his motorcycle taken away is another instance. So, such instances we have to monitor. Please, our regional commanders, this is a growing trend and we have to pay so much more attention. Please, I think we have given our side. Commanders are all waiting. We are on this side in Freetown are also here. Thank you. You can go ahead.